These movie picks better be hot. That's all I'm saying.
Shit, bro. I bring the heat, bro. What?
Cold open.
Cold open.
Cold open.
Cold open.
Cold open.
Where's the rabbit's foot, Ethan? Yeah.
What?
Mission Impossible 3.
Oh.
Where's the rabbit's foot, Ethan? 1.
Wake up.
2.
Wake up.
4. Like.
He just does this.
Yeah. Dude, I'm off the meds today, dude. We eating ice agents alive, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I just ate 200 milligram gummies.
and I just ate banana bread. Like,
Yeah. Bro, that's how we're doing 2026, bro.
Yeah, we're not gonna be sober.
2026, we're eating banana bread.
Dude, yeah. Not gonna be a day we remember.
Oh my god. All right, let's go.
All right.
Working Class Frame Rate. I'm your co-host, Josue, here with my co-host,
Austin.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we're here to talk about
Free Maduro.
yeah, Free Maduro.
Yeah, Free Maduro.
Free Maduro, fuck ice.
Yeah,
Top
fuck
of the
ice.
show. Fuck ice, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't even say that with a smile on my face. I do want to say this because I feel like it's important to say on our podcast regardless.
Yeah.
Um,
Locking in.
Jesus Christ. The shit that we saw yesterday was just fucking awful.
Atrocious.
Um,
Abhorrent.
And I do want to say at the top of our show, because I do want to start leaning into, and I guess this is going to be more of a surprise, but I know Austin is probably fully on board here. I want to lean more into the Working Class Frame Rate title and go through more political movies this year, especially for this podcast, considering our title is Working Class Frame Rate. And we want to first and foremost let it be known that it's fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
Free Palestine.
Fuck
And
Israel.
Fuck Israel. That's where we stand.
I'll say it out loud. I don't give a fuck.
100%.
Fuck Israel.
And that's where we stand. We're anti-xenophobia. We're anti-racism. Like, we are progressive leftist motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And if that's not where you stand, this page is not for you.
No. And
Kindly
please
fuck
leave.
off.
Yeah, kindly fuck off. There's
Kindly
no room
fuck
for
off,
you here.
Especially when we're seeing our country descent into full state authoritarianism
Yeah.
and unchecked power, which has been around for a long time, but now it's becoming just blindly, like naked.
Yeah.
Naked.
We're seeing Gestapo members kill citizens in the street.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Disgusting. And it was disgusting before they shot a white woman, by the way.
Right.
It's been disgusting since its incarnation.
And nobody should be dying at the hands of any sort of police organization that this country has. No one should.
Disgusting. No.
And, I want to believe that there's hope, and there's going to be a time when evil is defeated. And so that's why I still remain hopeful, because I think the greatest weapon that we can have is to remain hopeful and to organize and contact our neighbors and just stay in community. And I just want to say that off the top to start off this episode, because I feel like that's so important. I don't know if you have any words.
Yeah.
It's definitely on my mind.
Just obviously because, I want to keep things, I don't want to get us kicked off a platform. So I'll sort of guide my words into something simple. Get militant. That's all I got to say.
Bro, Working Class Frame Rate. Today, we're going to be talking about our 3 favorite screenings from 2025. And we saw so many movies and so many movies together. So many movies together.
Dude, I'm so happy that you're like my number one theater partner. Like it's amazing.
We're locked in, and we chose 3 of our favorite screenings that we watched together. We're also going to be talking about a recommendation of a first watch that we watched in 2025 that was not a 2025 movie. So I'm really excited to hop into that. So let's hop into our favorite screening. The first one that we're going to be talking about is All That Jazz. That's
All That Jazz. Also, like the first TikTok we made under the Working Class banner.
Yeah, that was exciting. Also, if you have not checked out the All That Jazz episode, we went really in depth about the movie, and we actually watched it again after our screening.
Yes.
And we talked in depth about this movie. So if you have not checked out that episode, go ahead and go to our earlier episodes. We have the All That Jazz episode.
We did a redo. That's how much we had to say about this film.
100%.
That was actually a very special screening because it was sort of like the blossoming of what is now.
I was going to say that felt like the birth of our podcast and our journey into watching more movies.
Yeah.
And
just sitting back talking about a film we really love. It felt like just 2 homies just having fun.
And also, wasn't that both of our first watch together?
Yeah, we saw that for the first time together at the Frida Cinema. Shout out.
Most of the time when we're doing screenings, it'll be like a movie that Austin's already seen. He's like, I saw that when I was 13 and I was not allowed to watch this, but I watched it anyways.
When I was in the jungles, and I saw it. Yeah.
In the gutters, bro.
Yeah, in the
watching
gutters.
The piano teacher.
Watching that film before I even understood what that was even about.
Yeah. Dude, and I remember just sitting in that theater watching especially that musical number when he finally presents the play that he's been writing and the musical that he's been writing, and it's fucking breathtaking. I was left floored by that movie, and I'm so glad we rewatched to write down our notes because there's so much to say about that movie, and we talked about that in that podcast in our episode for that. But that moment and that night was super, super special for our podcast, for our friendship, and just that movie.
Every minute just felt like another piece of this odyssey unfolding in front of us. And I remember every second of that screening and how enthralled I was. It was so beautiful. And
the sound sounded amazing, too.
It did. And then
shout out to Frida.
Shout out to Frida.
We don't shout out to Frida enough, but shout out to Frida.
Yeah. No, the Frida's been cultivating my favorite screenings since, like, in time memoriam. I love them.
Yeah, shout out to Frida. We got to see all that jazz. Yeah. And I think moving on to our second watch, we saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 16 millimeter
in the shittiest font possible.
Oh
my
God.
Or format, excuse me. Yeah. No, I think rarely, because he knows I'm kind of a stickler for like how we watch films. And the presentation and the format, and that was one of the rare times where like an absolutely just like desecrated print fit the tone of a film.
Oh, dude, it was
perfect.
The colors were washed out.
Like, it was like black and white at points.
It felt more like a red and white at points. Just disgusting colors on the screen that fit the tone, as you're saying. Like, I felt like I was, and I always reference this, I felt like I found this copy in the back of
off the road,
like a burnt down Blockbuster. That's how I envision it. Like we're scraping through the mud and the dirt and the ashes of a burnt down Blockbuster, and there lies the
and our homie with Dimitri was there that week.
Yeah,
so he joined us. Shout out Dimitri.
Dude, we watched like over 12 movies and over like 6-7 screen. God damn it,
dude, that was amazing. And the one I missed happened to be Sorry Baby.
Yeah. Ooh, and what a beautiful movie, man. Sorry Baby came. As we all know, in my top 10. Top 10, you feel me?
But Texas Chainsaw was such a treat. Yeah. And I he knows my adoration for that film. It's so fundamental to how I fell in love with horror. And I'm so glad you got to see it in that way. Yeah,
it was such a beautiful screening. Also, we had just got out, me and Dimitri, our homie Dimitri from the East. Our homie Dimitri came over, and we ended up showing him around LA, going to a lot of different screenings, and we had just gotten out from 28 years later. We got out from 28 years later. We drove on down to Santa Ana, and we went to the Frida to go watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Dude, the theater was fucking packed.
Understandable.
Remember that guy? There was a guy in the back of the room yelling, "Yowzee!" or what was he saying?
The whole time he was like, "Woo!" or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh my God, you unlocked that. I forgot that.
Yeah, he was like giddy.
He was excited. He was a little too excited for some of those kills.
You know what? Check his hard drive.
Bro thought we were in a comedy, bro. He was like, "This is hilarious."
Dude, he was kicking his feet. I can imagine.
He was at home barefoot in that moment. Yeah.
But man, I finally understood why so many people love Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The template.
I understand why so many directors praise that movie as being such a genuinely a masterpiece.
Yeah.
A masterpiece, and it's such an important part of cinematic history because it influenced so much horror. So much. I saw so much usage of like the camera, the way that it moves,
the audio, just the whole setup. Chasing him through the forest at night, and how gray it looked, and all you could hear was the chainsaw. Oh, it was electric.
The influence could be seen throughout so many of my favorite horror movies to today. So I absolutely adore the screening.
Phenomenal. That was amazing screening.
Yeah.
As someone who's seen that film like 1,000 times, I had never seen it outside of a clean print, a remaster.
And so I haven't seen the color.
I know, and technically he hasn't even seen what it looks like cleaned up. It's still just as scary, but seeing it in sort of the snuff, like sort of framework that it was presented under, I think really managed to make it scarier. Which is funny because as someone who's seen it 1,000 times, I never thought a film could be scary all over again in a new format. Like it was interesting.
But when I tried to show you Slither in 320p,
when he tries to show me Slither in 144p,
like, bro, I need to see it in 4K.
Yeah, with Tamil subtitles, 4K,
bro. Stop crying, bro. Watch the goddamn movie, bro.
Bro got like Tahili fucking subtitles going.
Hey, rest in peace, Bellatar. Rest in peace, Bella.
Yeah.
Crazy turnaround. The reason why I'm connecting this is because there's a video that was going around, and our mutual Tom did a video about this, about how he pulled up. I forget what country it was, but it was a country overseas where.
Oh, it was Peru. I saw the video where it was with all the bootlegs.
Yeah, he pulled up to a bootleg store and he was like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yo, he said, "Let me get some copies."
Yeah, dude, he literally pulled out. He's like, "Yo, I got your movies on bootleg," and he whipped them motherfuckers out, bro. Like,
Rip. I have a very complicated relationship with Bellatar, but Rip, rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh shit. What's the?
I-
What did he do?
I'm not enamored with all his films, but I respect his place in the space.
What do you say about you, bro?
No, well, and also it's funny too because
he do
I'm
things to
reading
you?
the book Satan Tango right now, and he made the 7-hour film adaptation of it. So I'm gonna try and endure that
This guy
film.
doesn't even fucking
I just
read,
don't fuck with the
man.
Eastern Bloc, bro. But it's all right. It's all right. No.
Dude, wait. So you just don't like his movies? You hate
Yeah.
his movies? and you
Honestly,
think
I
it's a-
kind of wish the Soviets
you-
took away their ability to make films,
Yeah,
but
it sounds like you just hate him.
I don't hate him. No,
You
I
said-
know. I think he is a no.
Wait, you said you wanted to destroy his movies.
No, I low-key do want to feed Turin Horse to an AI machine and see what it makes, but no, I think
No.
he's someone I appreciate, and I think I'm learning to understand him a lot more, especially now that we've been diving deeper into surrealism and sort of slow cinema. But I will say,
I know.
people people throw that film bro accusation around, but you know what? You're Bela Tarr, #1 film bro. Yeah,
Number one film,
yeah,
bro.
film bro. Yeah, criminal. Yeah.
Bro, soy.
But rip, rest in peace,
Yeah.
goat. You did it to him.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
really did.
you did it to him.
Dude, I'm talking about this as if I've seen a Bela Tarr movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, as someone who's not seen the Vertimike harmonies or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
and I need to watch Satan Tango. I'm reading the book right now.
Dude, I'm it's 7 hour. The 7 hour movie.
7 hours. They showed it at Brain Dead. I kind of wanted to go.
Our friend Edwin went to that, which was 7 hours.
hour.
With like,
Dude, Edwin be clocking into film as a job, bro. It's crazy. Shout out Edwin.
Shout out Edwin, the greatest
yeah,
letterbox
shit.
reviews. Just when you think you could do better, it's just like, bro writes up a novel and it's the most beautiful
Yeah.
review that you've ever read.
Bro
Like,
clocks into cinema.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. I would actually, matter of fact,
Mhm.
we need to look for a job for Edwin to write. Like,
No,
like,
dude. I don't know why
unironically.
Edwin's not working for a publication right now.
Yeah,
It's-
we're off tangent here, but
Yeah.
we're gonna post up on the screen right here our friend Edwin's letterbox.
Right there.
If you can check it out, go check
Also,
it out.
Bela Tarr month maybe. So
Ooh,
that'd actually be the best reason to watch all like 100 hours of his films.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm
Shit.
down. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
All right, the last screening that we went to, not the last screening,
The last screening we ever went to last year.
the last screening that we're ever doing
That's
together.
we're ever doing podcast. Done,
No, okay.
We're sorry. We're having too much fun,
Shut up! I'm trying to do a podcast.
bro. Free Maduro. But what's the last screening?
Okay, the last, at least one of our favorite screenings that we did from this three bunch.
Yeah, this three-peat.
3B.
Yeah, three-peat.
Is,
Okay.
All right, the last screening we want to talk about is Be Gone and Avatar, which we did a
Avatar,
double feature.
dude.
This was not billed together at the same theater. We just decided to endure and do this because
Dude.
we're fucking insane.
We watched Long Journey into the Night by Began.
Right. In
And-
3D.
In 3D, matched with 3 hours of Avatar 3 in 3D IMAX.
Yeah. And by the way, we did not start this early in the day. We watched Be Gone at 7:30, and then we went to a 10:30 screening of
We were done by
Avatar.
like 1, 2 a.m.
We were walking into the parking lot at 2:30, bro. Like that
Dude,
shit was brutal.
I started feeling
two.
it that last hour of Avatar. I was like, bro, my ass is like, I'm ready to stand. I don't
Yeah.
want to sit anymore.
But I do want to talk about the Be Gone screening.
Oh,
which
one of my favorite movies, top
bro,
4
you
now.
just caught into the mic, bro. You just ruined this whole podcast.
Sorry.
Delete the episode.
So you were saying this is his first Chinese film. So
Yeah, ever.
how was that?
Dude, people talk.
Were they speaking Mandarin or
Wait,
Cantonese,
Wait,
bitch?
they speak different languages?
Nah, see the real white boy in him would know if they were speaking Mandarin or Cantonese.
No, for real. Look, Be Gone's long day's journey into the night was
Yes.
was arresting. It was challenging. It was the first time that I've been. Well, it's not the first time.
Yeah.
It was a challenge that I haven't felt in a long time for a movie.
Yes.
And I was pushed to my limits to where I could feel the time run. I could feel myself kind of like desperately trying to itch and claw at more that wasn't being given to me.
Mhm.
And it's almost like I was like standing up from my chair and Be Gone was like, sit the fuck down. And
Yeah.
it was like, enjoy, like think, be bored for a second. Be bored for a second.
Dude.
And it's something that I've been talking and thinking about a lot, and it's just boredom and just how we are not granted boredom anymore. Like that is just not
No.
a thing. Like no one is, and you don't
Mhm.
have to be bored anymore. That's the thing.
No.
Like you can go home, you can just doom scroll. You can
Literally,
just,
it's like lights in your eyes.
yeah,
Like-
at all times. And by the way,
Yeah.
as you are doom scrolling, every fucking second of your day, you are being inundated with ads.
Yes.
And so this is just a constant flow of media. And
The damn phones.
it is the damn phones. But as I was watching this movie, I was forced to just kind of sit and just be present in that moment. And this is something that Bigon does continuously with his work. Something that I felt with Cali Blues. Something that I felt with Resurrection. And now this one definitely tested me for sure.
I love this.
It wasn't until that second hour that I felt like I started flying. When that second hour hits, I've been describing this moment to everybody. This man walks in, our lead character walks into a porno theater. We don't see what's playing on the screen, but we know it's a porno theater. He walks in. The man behind him, people in the theater start putting on the 3D glasses. He takes a seat. He puts on his 3D glasses. There is no sign.
No AMC
There is no sign that says 3D glasses. No, it's not. We just understand as an audience. Yeah. It is time. And dude, that was so sick. That was so sick.
Dude,
just to
honestly,
know. Everybody knew in that moment, like, it's time.
It literally relies on social cues. Like, it was just kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
And then as our lead character puts on those 3D glasses, the entire auditorium put on their 3D glasses. We were at the Academy Museum watching Bigon Long's
in the Man Theater.
Yeah, in the Man Theater. Green room, beautiful room.
Beautiful room.
Title card drops in 3D.
Yeah.
Boom. 1 hour, one take, 3D art house.
Yes.
Bigon. And I was floored. I felt like I had, I started thinking about my memories with Journey to the Center of the Earth and just how they climbed down that fucking cave. I know. Shout out Brandon Fraser. Shout out Josh Hutcherson. But I started thinking, like, I'm going on a journey. I'm going on an adventure. But in the art house Bigon way.
Yes.
And I just love the depth of these images that the 3D was able to provide. And something that I really wanted to talk about here is how I feel like we've misunderstood 3D or what 3D can be because of its selling point and because of how often it's been used as a prop to kind of like, oh, it's popping at your face, as opposed to let me create even more depth to these images and immerse you. And this is something that I noticed with the Jaws screening. When I went to go see Jaws in 3D, I noticed things weren't popping out at me, but the houses down the street felt like they were
foreground felt palpable.
It felt like I could touch them, and it wasn't like they were popping out. I just could see more depth in these images, and that's what I felt when I was watching Bigon's A Long Day's Journey into the Night in 3D. When he's going down that what is it,
the zip line.
When he's going down the zip line.
Oh, and it feels like you're flying.
Dude, yeah, but it's so slow.
Yes.
It's so slow, and it's dark. You can see the shadows. You can see what's going on. And then, the camera hops onto the zip line as well. And then we just follow him down. Again, all one take, dude. I just was
59-minute one shot.
Fucking unreal. I was just left floored by Bigon screening. I don't know. What are your thoughts when we were watching that movie?
It's in my top 4 on Letterboxd now. It's funny. I wasn't bored at all. But here's the thing is I was frustrated. And what I love about it is that Bigon's cinema, he's such an enigmatic figure. I love that he forces you to sit with time and how endless it feels. And I don't mean endless as in I feel like my time's being wasted, where I've seen films last year that were an hour, 35 minutes long, and I felt every second because I felt my time being wasted. He doesn't waste your time. And I love how, the way he speaks about time and memory and how eternal it feels. Strangely enough, I was excited to go to bed after that movie because it made me want to exist in the dream world. And that one shot, that 59 minutes where the camera is literally flying at one point, it felt magical. And I both of his films, Resurrection and especially this one, Long Journey into the Night, evoked a phrase from me that I haven't said in a long time, which is, how do they do that? Genuinely wanted to know about the process. And there was the presenter came out before this and said that Bigon sort of used this as a way to sort of take modern technology like 3D and bend it to something more art house. And I think also what I loved about it was also just the experience, but the idea of a filmmaker taking technology sort of reserved for what's considered a lower end part of the medium, 3D. It's for the AMC theaters, it's for blockbusters, and breaking that technology to do what you want to do with it. I respect the craft. And I really loved that the film really felt eternal. It was only like an hour and 59 minutes, and I felt like I was flowing through a dream. And the way the 3D, when it's flying, it felt like space and time had just sort of merged. It was really phenomenal. I can't even describe it other than it was breathtaking.
Dude, I talk about this movie and I say this is the closest I've ever felt to lucid dreaming, especially in those last sequences, in those last moments of this movie. I felt like I was lucid dreaming. I felt like I was dead ass like hypnotized by what I was watching, and I felt like I was entering into an out of body stasis that I have not felt before. And I've had out of body experiences when I've been watching movies, but with this one, I just felt like it was. I could almost feel like my soul levitate, like I was not in my body. It was arresting. It was just unbelievable. I was left floored by Begone's Long Stage Journey into Night in 3D.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think when filmmakers talk about being boundary pushing, I think Begone is actually one of the few doing it.
Yeah.
And I think you should check out his films ASAP. And honestly, there's really no excuse as a film fan for not watching them and supporting him.
Yeah.
Support this man.
100%.
His films are boundary breaking.
And then after that, we went to go watch Avatar 3.
We watched Avatar 3.
Now, me and Austin don't really agree on this movie. I've seen a lot. Look, when I first watched Avatar 3, I was like, wow, this is really good. I wasn't too sure how to feel about it. And then when I watched it for the second time, I was just left absolutely floored by everything that this movie has to offer. The story, the arcs, the religious ties, the colonialism ties, the graphics, the visuals, the world building, the music. I mean, everything was firing on all cylinders. And to end the night after watching Begone's Long Stage Journey into Night, and to go watch another 3D movie, which is Avatar 3, at the IMAX City Walk. I mean, that screen is massive, baby. It's just
it felt like a coliseum. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah,
no.
and the first time we set up, at least the first time I set up that high up at that theater, so worth it. Actually, the
best way to see Awa, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I had me praying, bro.
Awa.
Get on my knees like Awa, please.
Yeah. But yeah, Avatar 3D was just the perfect way to end the night, and I can't lie. I look back at that night and those screenings with
they were
fond
magical
memories. Yeah,
and honestly, I feel like
memory.
each screening like that like bonds him and I closer. Like, word is bond. This is my brother.
Yeah.
And like, I'll be honest, Avatar 3. Here's the thing: is the second screening I saw with him, I do have a massive. Let me start with the positives. I do have a massive appreciation for Avatar and the audacity of James Cameron. I loved the visuals. I liked the ride. It was fun. I liked a lot of sequences. I don't even think all the acting was that terrible or bad. I just, here's my thing with Avatar. I just feel like we're still having the same council meetings in every film where it's adding certain things that I think are new. I just don't think it's enough. And quite frankly, I just think like I've seen so many films that talk about revolution and whatever since I've seen that first Avatar that I just think are doing more and are more interesting. And he gets mad when I say this, but I just feel like a lot of Avatar to me feels like James Cameron shoots it and he's like, okay, now we're going to write the script. And it's like, I just think it's good. And I just wish that script matched
I disagree.
the tenacity of that technical prowess.
That's not even a disagreement. He literally states about him writing the movie before.
But that's not a good excuse. It's like I get like because you know why it's like I've criticized movies for that where I feel like the script comes after.
But it's not an opinion. He said it himself. He wrote the script and then he shot.
Okay, but I'm still gonna criticize you. Sure, it's like because here's the thing is like.
But you can't say that you shoot it and then you're writing the script as you go.
Well,
when he
it feels like that though.
Sure,
like,
sure. You can say it feels that way. You can
okay,
say it feels
but
that
it's
way.
just like it still feels like the same bargain bin. The bargain. The bargain bin Ferngully story, and it's like, and look, there were some interesting. Here, look, I'll say some other interesting additions. I liked Varong. I liked the idea of Na'vi collaborators and how, like, colonial states will use those sort of like made up governments to sort of enforce what they can't do. Interesting, but I just feel like it doesn't go hard enough. And I feel like, especially because, quite frankly, Guillermo del Toro was like talking about this. James Cameron talking about this. They said 3 was going to be the one that's different from 2 and 1. They said it was going to be the game changer one. And I didn't feel it. I was like, yeah, it's cool. But like, I still think what's going on in, say, like Dune Part 2 inherently moved me more on all levels. But I like the whale. Like, I like the whales. I like Ewa. The big.
Stand up, bro. We're fighting.
The big baby. The big baby.
Stand up, bro. We're fighting. All right.
I like the whale.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Spoder.
James Cameron is right. Guillermo del Toro is right. I almost think we're a couple more rewatches and I might be on masterpiece status. I'm not gonna lie. This movie's fucking incredible, and I need some more rewatches. I think that James Cameron geared up on Avatar 1, gears up crazier with Avatar 2. And I
Yeah.
think he finally nails the tone, nails the structure, nails the world building, nails the score, nails the characters. He nails everything in this fucking movie.
Spoder.
And I think that soon enough, I might be on Magnum Opus talk, but that's crazy talk.
No,
That's crazy
this
talk.
is. I'm sorry. This script does not breach top 5.
Good,
Like,
motherfucker.
no. Unironically, Terminator 1 and 2 script body all 3 Avatar. Like,
Cap.
nope.
Cap.
Literally.
Cap.
Great technical prowess, but
All right, that's going to conclude our 3 favorite screenings for the year. We had
Yes.
all that jazz. We had
lo-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 16 millimeter, and then we had Begon's Long Day Journey into the Night in 3D, and
Avatar, Fire and Ash in
I just
3D.
wanted to make you say Avatar.
Yeah, I love Ewa. I love Ewa.
Yeah, we're gonna go into our first watch recommendation, which is a first movie that we watched in the year 2025 that was not released in 2025.
Yes, I have my pick.
All right, you want to go first?
Yes, I do.
All right,
And
go
this
ahead.
actually is a year to this, not exact day, but to
Okay.
when David Lynch died.
Oh shit!
First time I saw Inland Empire in
Oh
theaters,
shit!
and
At the Frida.
at the Frida.
Ooh,
And
wee.
I'm gonna be real. I went into this not knowing the runtime.
Yeah.
Didn't know a single plot line. I just knew this was the crazy final film that he made that I've just always heard about in the ether, but just obviously never watched. And a lot of people I feel like just don't talk about it a lot with David
Yeah.
Lynch, which needs to change, by the way.
Yeah.
This was phenomenal. And
Dude.
I
I can't wait to go back.
all 3 hours, I was just glued to my seat. Talk about eternal. That movie felt like 2
So
years.
this is the movie that you want to recommend to our
Yes.
all
Oh
of our
yeah. No. Yeah.
viewers?
No. You
They
want to
gotta-
challenge yourself? Watch Inland Empire, and if you
Oh,
can,
yeah.
please, I beg of you, watch this in a theater. You need to be in a theater for this one.
I know you
Yeah,
mean this with good intent. It's something that I've noticed that it's just we're so spoiled out here, bro. I get DMs all the time about people who are like, dude, my local theater is playing like Luigi 3, bro. Like,
Hey, bro, get that
Yeah.
cord, bro. Plug it in your
No.
TV, bro. Yeah. Hey, bro. You got internet?
No, but I stand behind you. Inland
Yeah.
Empire is such
Or
a
a sound
fucking-
system. It doesn't have to be theater,
Sure,
but like
sure.
I really think this is like when I don't know because I just you know what it is. I think it's just because of this past year I really got to delve into filmmakers that were truly, in my opinion, I feel like being experimental and doing things that were just not, cut from the cloth of a mainstream sensibility. And like
Yeah.
I really think that film breaks reality, and I can't even describe it in words fully. I couldn't even fully tell you what happens in it. It's just
No.
that mind breaking. And the fact that I saw that right after he died, like in a theater with a mourning crowd, and they had a cow, like an inflatable cow, because it was like he'd had a whole marketing campaign with Laura Dern, and like it just felt special. And I really think that is like the zenith of his philosophy of taking the structure and form of film and breaking it.
Now,
And-
imagine seeing that when that released, bro.
Bro, dude, like, yeah, I can't even imagine. Like,
Yeah.
David Lynch pulls up with this movie. He's like, "This is my film," and then he's just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, dude, I'd be perplexed. I'd be like, okay, David, thank you."
Yeah.
Like,
My God, that's a great recommendation.
I love it.
Yeah, my recommendation is gonna be one that we actually watched together.
Okay, what
And
was that?
I was going through my list, and there's some really good movies that I could recommend you guys.
Okay,
But I want to hit you guys with a fun watch, and I want to
okay,
something that you shared with me.
okay. There's like 500 of those, but like,
Your lips, kiss me now.
no, but free Maduro, bro. I would say, dude, you actually got me with that one.
Hey, you have any guesses though on what it could be?
Angst.
No.
Okay. What can you say the month at least?
October.
Oh, okay.
Before October, actually. It was during the summer, and you brought it over, and you have a special copy of it.
Why am I
It's a very interesting DVD package. I believe there's 2 copies in there.
What is it? Yo, mama también.
The
wait,
movie
hold on,
that
hold
the
on.
movie that
Say something related to it.
if I okay. It's got a head, a severed head in a tin bowl. I'm being vague here.
What the fuck is this? What?
Reanimator. Reanimator is a movie that I want to
Oh.
recommend. Reanimator was such a
Reanimator.
good first watch.
Oh, head in the Jesus. I'm sorry.
Yes, come on. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Drug
I
abuse
wanted to
people.
say syringe, but that would have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah, if you would have said syringe, I would have understood.
Yeah. That was a dead giveaway. But
Okay.
no, Reanimator is the one I want to recommend. It was the first watch for me last year in 2025, and I absolutely adore this movie.
I did
And,
bring
like,
that over.
Yeah,
huh?
And we had a
Okay,
good time
yeah.
watching it. I was just kind of like
Yeah.
shocked at how much fun I was having with this movie. You introduced me to Stuart Gordon, which we
From
ended up,
Beyond.
and we carried that over to our Halloween horror extravaganza,
Yeah.
where we watched From Beyond, which is
Oh,
so much fucking fun.
so
Also, if you
great.
have not heard our episode on From Beyond, go check out From
Please
Beyond.
go check that out ASAP.
Yeah, so this movie is full of body horror galore. And
Really
it's,
inappropriate.
dude, it's just so much fun. It was blowing
Yeah.
my mind at how much practical effects were used for this movie. I was like, dude, where did this budget come from? Because they just kept going and going and going. And I was like left mind blown at what they were able to accomplish with Reanimator. Jeffrey
Yeah.
Combs just reminded me of a
The
little
sassiest
bit.
guy.
He reminded me a little bit of Jared Leto, which I was not too big of a fan of. I was like, bro, is this Jared Leto? Then I was like, wait, no, this movie's old as fuck. Like,
He's
nah.
too diva for Jared Leto.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I had seen a Reddit thread that Jared Leto was stealing a lot of Jeffrey Combs' swag and like. way
Oh,
of
totally.
acting.
Yeah, the moodiness. Oh, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. But Jeffrey Combs is incredible in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It introduced me to Barbara Crampton. My God.
Dude, he was fiending.
My God. I was fiending during Reanimator, and I was fiending during From Beyond.
Yeah.
She's not only beautiful, but she's an incredible actress. She left me mind blown. I was really, really taken aback by how incredible she was in this movie. But everything about this movie is so much fun. If you have not seen Reanimator, please go
Check it
watch
out ASAP.
Reanimator. That's one of my favorite first watches of 2025. But that is going to conclude this episode. We got a ton of cool new stuff coming y'all way.
Yeah, dude. Bellatar month.
Yeah. Bellatar month is great. I
Bro,
don't
that's
know
getting
about
planned,
that.
though. Now you put it in my head. I can't let it go.
No. But Working Class Ramey, we'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm your co-host, Josue.
Austin.
We'll catch y'all on the
Coming
next
soon
one.
with more.
Peace.
Class Radio.